shall renew their strength.
Amen, brother.
They shall mount up with wings as eagles.
Oh, we flew over the church the other night.
Yeah.
And Sister Carolyn and Brother Kenny singing and swooped down over Lisa's car.
Really?
Yes, an eagle.
Well, you know, I was going home the other day and I told Sister Judy.
That's a long way from home.
I said,
Down there by the lake, all the place.
I don't know, I didn't get a good look at it, but if it wasn't an eagle, it had about an 8-foot wingspan.
Lisa said it swooped down
And
over
it
the car.
took off and it covered half the highway.
Big old thing, yeah.
And it just started going up. I thought,
So beautiful.
man, I don't want none of my dogs to be out or anything. That critters around.
Wouldn't it be nice to be able to fly around with it?
It flew over the church and swooped down over Lisa's car. And Kenny and Carolyn had to hear working on the door. And she hollered at them and they saw it too.
We'll be able to ascend and descend. Hallelujah. It'll be good.
Mighty eagle.
It'll be good.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And they shall run and not grow weary. Think about that. Just run, Sister Jenny, and keep going.
Never get tired.
You can walk that walk.
You see the guy on that commercial where his feet
Brand new
moving so
bike.
fast?
There you go. But God is so good to us.
Amen.
Brother Richard, good to see you tonight.
Yes, indeed.
Just made a wrong turn somewhere.
No, we're glad
But
you're
we're
here.
glad you're here.
Yeah.
And I know the Lord will bless. And it's just so good. Look around at everybody around you. They're your family.
right.
If you'll let them
Family of God.
be. They're your family.
Amen.
Closer to these folks than I am my own natural family.
That's the truth.
And I love my children, but I just don't see them as much as I see that Brother Bobby.
Yeah. Big smile, brother.
Big smile. Smile, man. I can't say. There you
You
go.
got something to smile about.
And all of us, you know, how many love Jesus here tonight?
Yeah, we love our Jesus.
Oh, I'll tell you what, I was thinking today about the woman of the issue of blood.
Yes.
How that sometimes we get so lax waiting on the Lord. Brother Pat made mention this morning. You know, you can wait, but you don't have to do nothing. I mean, you don't have to just sit there and do nothing. While you're waiting, you can get to work.
You can be doing something while you're
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
I'm waiting on the Lord. That's like that guy up on the housetop, you know, when the flood come in, and this guy come, Lord sent somebody along and rescue me, and he sent a rowboat, the guy in the rowboat, and he said, no, that's all right, you go on. Lord's going to save me. And I don't know, 2 or 3 things. Helicopter even come by, and he'd sent him away, and pretty soon the water got so high, he drowned. And he got up to heaven, and he got to heaven, he just made it sooner than what he should have. And he said, Lord, I prayed for you to send me somebody to help, you know. And he said, well, you dummy.
I sent 3 different people.
I said 3 different people, and you didn't want them. But he thought it was supposed to just lightning bolt or something come down, pick him up, you know. And isn't that the way we are sometimes? We want some. And you know what? I said one time, Lord, I was in between jobs, and I was working at Armstrong School. I was a nighttime janitor, and it was a good job. It was money was good, not a lot of it, but it was honest.
That's what counts.
It was honest money.
There you go.
And I was down there, and I was as low spiritually as you could get. Trying to serve God, but I was as low as I could get.
Been there, done there.
And I said, Lord, I sat there on my chair, took a little break, and sitting out back of the school, and I was watching the little sparrows fly around in the sky. I said, Lord, I don't believe in fleecing the Lord. I only did it just one time, and it worked. I said, Lord, if you're still with me, I want that bird to come down and get on my knee, and I want to pet it, and I want it to wink at me, and I don't want it to fly away.
You was asking a lot.
Okay, it wasn't that easy.
I was asking a lot, wasn't it?
Sure was.
To wink at you, yeah. That's it.
Well, you know what? Nothing happened that night. No drum roll. Nothing. It wasn't too long after that. I pulled in the driveway, and Teresa come out running to me, and she had a bird in her hand. Little sparrow. She said, Daddy. And she always wanted to be a vet. She's about as tender heart as I am when it comes to critters. And she said, oh, Daddy, she's a little birdie. It fell out of the tree, and it's hurt. And she handed it, and I still hadn't thought about what I'd said. And I took that bird in my hand, and I set it on my knee, Brother Richard, in our driveway over on on a little stripe. And I set it on my knee, and that bird looked up at me and went.
And it didn't fly away.
And I began to stroke it and pet it. And exactly what I asked the Lord for.
He didn't fly
It
away.
didn't fly away.
And she said, "Oh, Daddy, he can't fly. It's the wings hurt." And it couldn't fly away. Isn't God good?
He is good.
I said, "Isn't God good?" And we know what we do sometimes. We limit Him, don't we? Oh, I don't know. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
but
be
it don't
on
happen
my
this
way.
way or that way, yeah.
Yeah, it's gotta happen this way, but no, it don't.
Come on.
It can happen the way I wanted that night, Brother Richard. I wanted that bird to swoop down out of the sky, right on my knee, and go like that, you know, and then I could pet him, and he'd just sit there.
Big old performance.
But it didn't happen that way. But it did happen just exactly the way I asked God to let it happen. I'm going to try a song here for Sister, whatchamacallit. I'll never forget her. Love her. God love her.
Never forget old what's her name.
No, I'll never forget old Sister whatchamacallit. Sister June O'Neill. And it says G at the top of the page, so we're going to try G.
What is it?
Oh, come on now.
That's right. She's right.
Oh, come on now.